ARMY shocked. BTS's latest dance goes viral. Taehyung shows crazy moves no one expected. Hello ARMY. Welcome back to BTS fans channel. This time, I want you to truly slow down for a moment. Not just watch. Not just listen. But feel. Imagine yourself being there. Standing among thousands of ARMY. With light sticks glowing softly. And your heartbeat slowly syncing with the music that hasn't even fully begun yet. Because what happened that night was not just a performance. It was a moment that, even after it ended, kept being talked about, replayed, and analyzed by millions of people. It all started so quietly. The stage lights were dim. Only the silhouettes of 7 figures standing in perfect formation. No sound, except the soft roar of the crowd holding their breath. And in that silence, the camera slowly moved closer. One by one, their faces appeared. RM with his focused gaze. Jin with his calm presence. Suga, quiet but full of control. J-Hope, with energy ready to explode at any second. Jimin, graceful even in stillness. Jungkook, with an intensity that's hard to describe. And then, Taehyung. There was something different. Not just his visuals. Not just his expression. But the atmosphere around him. As if he was already in a different world. Even before the music began. And when the first beat finally dropped. Boom. Everything moved. The choreography began with full force. Sharp. Fast. Perfectly synchronized. Every step felt like a hit. Every move was precise. ARMY screamed instantly. This was the BTS we know. Powerful. Professional. Unshakable. But within all that perfection, Taehyung remained different. At first it was subtle. Very subtle. Only noticeable to those who were really paying attention. The way he held a move just a little longer. The way he added extra pressure to his shoulders. The way his hands moved, slightly freer. Like there was another layer on top of the choreography. And as the song went on, that difference became clearer. Entering the second verse, the camera started focusing on him more often. Not without reason. Because every time Taehyung appeared on screen, something shifted. The energy of the stage changed. And then, that moment came. The second chorus. The part that should have been the same as before. The part they had practiced over and over again. The part that is usually identical. From one performance to another. But not that night. Because at that exact moment, Taehyung made a choice. A small choice. With a huge impact. He stepped slightly forward. Just half a step. But enough to break the perfect formation. And from there, everything changed. His movements became sharper. Bolder. More unpredictable. He twisted his body at a different angle. He dropped the rhythm for a split second, then caught it again. He added body isolations that felt almost like freestyle. And the most striking thing. His expression. No longer just a performance face. This was the expression of someone completely immersed in the music. His eyes were sharp, yet distant at the same time. As if he wasn't seeing the audience. Wasn't seeing the camera. He was just feeling. And at that point, ARMY began to realize. This wasn't planned. This wasn't just a small variation. This was something happening, in real time. Reactions started to rise. The crowd's screams changed. Louder. Wilder. More emotional. On stage, The other members felt it too. J-Hope, the dance leader, glanced over with a smile he couldn't hide. That wasn't just any smile. It was the smile of someone who knew he was witnessing something special. Jungkook maintained his professionalism, but his eyes quickly shifted toward Taehyung, as if to confirm, is this really happening? Jimin, in one brief moment, was seen biting his lip while still dancing. Not because something went wrong, but because he knew this moment was rare. Very rare. And Taehyung, he didn't stop. He went deeper. Further. More crazy. And yet, somehow, more perfect. Every improvisation still landed exactly on beat. Every free movement still blended with the music, as if his body and the music were no longer separate. Then came the bridge. Everything slowed down. The lights shifted. Darker. More intimate. And the sound of the crowd slowly faded. All eyes locked onto one point. Taehyung, at the center. He stood still. Completely still. Seconds felt longer. 1, 2, 3. And in that silence, you could see his chest rising and falling. He was breathing. Gathering something. Energy, emotion, or maybe, courage. And then, the beat dropped. And Taehyung let everything go. What came out next couldn't be described as just dance. It was more than that. It was expression. An explosion. A story, without words. His body moved fast, then suddenly slowed. His hands seemed to pull the air around him. His steps weren't always straight, but always right. Every detail felt alive. Every second felt important. And in that moment, no one dared to look away. Not the audience in the arena. Not those watching through screens. Not even the members on stage. Everyone was focused on one person. Kim Taehyung. And when that part ended, and the music returned to its main tempo, it was like everyone woke up. Like coming out of a trance. And the reaction exploded. Screams. Tears. Disbelief. Social media. Within minutes, it was everywhere. What did he just do? That's not in the choreo. Taehyung is crazy. But in the best way. Fan cams were replayed. Slowed down. Compared to practice versions. And the result was always the same. Different. Clearly different. But no one complained. Because everyone knew. They had just witnessed something that could never be repeated. Something that only happened once. And maybe even Taehyung himself didn't fully realize it. Because when the performance ended, when all 7 members returned to their final positions, when their breathing was still heavy, and the stage lights slowly dimmed, the camera captured one small moment. Taehyung turned slightly and smiled. A small smile. Calm. Almost like relief. Not a victorious smile. Not a show-off smile. But the smile of someone who had just been honest with himself. And maybe that's what made that night different. Not the technical perfection. Not the choreography. But the honesty within it. Because in the middle of all the structure, all the rehearsals, all the expectations, there was still space to be free. And that night, Taehyung didn't just take that space. He turned it into something we will never forget. Something raw. Something real. Something truly unforgettable. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next BTS story, ARMY.